And because of the fact that I have been a member of the National Conference of Black Mayors since 2004, I have had an opportunity to travel around this country and to be associated with over 560 black mayors from around this country who serve a lot of population that look like Miami Gardens, and to understand the difficulties and the problems that they have. And they're the same ones that we have in Miami Gardens and Miami-Dade County. And now understand about what happens locally and what happens in the federal government. I understand someone makes a law, they pass a bill. They don't have to work with it. They pass it down to us. We have to make it work. And I have learned how to do that. And I also learned what does not work. There are many bills that do not work when they come to us. The bureaucracy of it is very difficult. We can't make it happen. That's certainly the case now when we look at part of the economy. We have the stimulus bill. It is not working the way it was. I want to go to Washington to make that happen. I also understand about education. It is the linchpin of this city. Someone talked about the education compact. Well, there's one in Miami Gardens that I started. I also understand public safety. I patrolled these streets for many years as a police officer. I understand what we need for public safety and the resources that we need. I also understand that education is so important. The president has passed a bill that promotes job creation. We have to take advantage of that, make sure that our small businesses get the monies that they need, and take out bureaucracy where they cannot use those funds. I also understand that the things that's so important is certainly our health care and the future and where we are going in this new economy. Everyone needs to know that we are facing a new economy, and we will not transition out of this overnight. It is going to take time, and we have to make sure that we fund this road to the new millennium of jobs. So I want you to know that Shirley Gibson is running for Congress. My punch number is 22, but bubble it in, don't punch. 22 for Congress, Shirley Gibson. I will continue to serve you as I have for the last 7 years as a great Congresswoman, understanding issues. Thank you.
Now, why am I running? First, let me tell you what I've done in the city of Miami Gardens, because the proof is in the pudding. We all know Miami Gardens is struggling like most other areas in this congressional district. In Miami Gardens, we're not doing well. We have a 16% unemployment rate, which is the highest in South Florida. It's higher than the county average and the country's average. And we also have a 13% foreclosure rate, which is the second highest in the state of Florida. What have I done a great job? Well, we are proud to say we have 2 super Walmarts in our city now. For better or worse, because I know some folks have mixed feelings about Walmart. But Walmart brought 1,200 jobs to the city of Miami Gardens. And I negotiated the agreement with Walmart, even before I was on the city council. They made a pledge to hire 80% of the employees in the city of Miami Gardens. And they honored that commitment. And we created 1,200 new jobs at the Walmarts that are here in our city. As your city councilman, I've helped leverage a lot of our federal resources and our local resources to hire local residents. Many of you all know about the job creation program that I just spearheaded. We hired a contractor, a local contractor, to hire local residents to clean up and board up the abandoned and foreclosed homes in Miami Gardens. Now, certainly we're not going to create millionaires for that, but that's just putting money in residents' pockets, putting money so they can put food in their table and provide for their family. So with this example, imagine what I can do as your next Congress on job creation. Now let's talk about the foreclosure issue, which touches all of us in a very meaningful way. I'm talking about the 13% foreclosure rate in the city of Miami Gardens. A lot of residents, a lot of families in Miami Gardens are losing their home. Well, when I first became aware of our high foreclosure rate, I sat down with the banks, all the major banks, Citibank, Washington Mutual at that time, Wells Fargo, and I said, what can we do to fix this problem in the city of Miami Gardens? I also met with state and federal officials. Well, we settled on foreclosure prevention clinics, and I'm happy to say we've had about a half a dozen foreclosure clinics in Miami Gardens and across South Florida. We actually marry the banks. We invite the banks, they bring their loan modification departments to our clinics.
That's your time.
Okay, I want to interrupt.
Nope.
Oh,
1 minute's up.
Okay.
That's it.
Anyway.
Just give your punch number.
Yeah. And I ask you to vote on this. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I went to FUM, I created FUM, the Haitian Women of Miami. an organization, an award-winning organization, where I raised over $3 million and hired hundreds of employees. And then we, at FUM, we organized with many of you in the room around issues pertaining to affordable housing, access to health care, jobs creation, and also community economic development. When I look back at what I've done in this community as a public servant, I realize that there has not been one important organization, and you can check it out, be it the Human Services Coalition, Health and Rehabilitation Services, Christie's House, all of them. I've either been a founding member or a board member. Why am I in this space? Because you all know me as a community organizer. Well, I'm in this space to represent all these voices that I've met over the years in the course of my job. People who worked all their lives to buy their homes. And finally, one time is up? Yes. So I'm in this struggle to bring the people's voices to Washington. My punch number is 18. Vote for me and I will make you proud. I will fight for you. Thank you so much.
All right. All right.
This district needs a survey. You need to determine who's going to represent you in the 17th Congressional District. If you look at the contributors, you look at those who are funding our candidates, you'll find out that big businesses, we have big insurance companies and the developers certainly want to control the district. It's time now for you to look beyond signs. It's time for you to look beyond the TV ads and start now taking control of your own destiny. You have an opportunity to do that by voting on the 24th of this month, and you pick the candidate of your choice. I hope it would be State Representative James Bush III. My punch number is number 20. But I say it all sincerely, it's time for you now to look beyond all of the fanfare. We have in this district, at one point, we had 3 zip codes had the highest cases of AIDS in the nation. Yes, in Congressional District 17. In this district, we have more foreclosures. Thank you very much. Punch number 20. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
Which party is most responsible for this district being in the condition that it is in? I had to point my finger at the Democratic Party. Because the Republicans never ran District 17. It has always been run by the Democrats. Now some people may disagree with me. I hear the woman say that's a lie. But Carrie Meade was one, Kendrick Meade was the second. We're talking about Congress people here. Now let me just first of all tell you who I am. I'm Roger Perrini. I was born in Germany, raised in Carroll City, graduated from Miami Carroll City Senior High in 1979. Went off to Florida State University where I obtained my BS degree. Graduated from Florida State University, eventually went to Southern University Law Center. Distinguished myself at the law school as being a member of the Law Review and the Moot Court Board. After graduating from Southern University Law School, I went back to Tallahassee, where I worked as an assistant state attorney. I was an adjunct professor at Florida State University. I was an adjunct at Florida A&M University. And in 1992, I left and went to Pensacola, Florida, where I became the first assistant federal public defender, the first African-American assistant federal public defender. In 1995, I returned back to Miami, where I started working along with other lawyers, Larry Hanfield, Clinton Pitts, and Mark Valentine. Eventually, we formed the partnership, Pitts, Hanfield, Valentine, and Vereen. I handled numerous cases. My practice primarily was focused on federal criminal litigation. If any of you heard of the Liberty City 7, I was one of those lawyers. If you heard about those 28 students getting into a melee over at Edison with the police officers, you wonder what happened to those cases, I was one of the lawyers that went to the court that following morning to represent those 28 individuals. As your Florida State Senator, because I have a part of this area that I will be representative of. And I want it to be the best thing that it can be.
Because we need to reform our education system by using what is our cultural diversity to its advantage. Using what is good from the Caribbean and South America. Using what is good in this competition to make our schools a better place. Because it's a shame that every school in District 17, and also which encompasses State District number 35, are F schools. Except for the one that's gerrymandered right now. It is an insult. I want to make sure that you have a champion and a servant that is waiting for you to listen to your concerns. Because I am here tonight in front of Mount Hermon, as human as I can be, accessible, approachable, and available to you to hear what you have to say. Because I am not perfect and I don't know all, but I'm waiting to hear from you so I can be the best legislator you can see and have working for you. That is the kind of man that I am. That is the kind of person that I want to represent in Tallahassee. Because I will still be teaching at Roadrunner Beach Senior High School. And I want to make sure that those children there still have the best teacher that they can possibly have.